Good morning, everybody. Another day of driving, This is how it goes out here, unfortunately. But dang, it's getting cold. It's getting super cold. But let's talk about something a little better, a little more warm to my heart. A meetup. I want to do a meetup again. Absolutely had a blast at the last meetup and the meetup before that. And, there's certain things I'd change, and we're going to change. And I think that's going to be such a cool thing about this next meetup is it's going to be different. It's going to be the same, but different. Pretty much, you guys know last time we had it at a venue, and then we had it at the hotel. So basically, the venue part was more of like, I'd call it the business side of things. It's like a mullet. The first part was more of have some vendors. I felt like it was more of a planned. I don't know. It was just more of a stressful time on our side. It was more of things had to go at a certain time, doing giveaways and doing different little vendor events and stuff like that. And honestly, I don't want to do that for this next one. And there's a lot of stress that went into planning it and stuff like that. I chose to stay out of it. And I didn't really deal with all the emails and all the, confirmations and this and that. Like, I just didn't want to do any of that. I don't really want a part of that. That sucks the fun of what I think it all really is to me. After this last one, I pretty much said, hey, if I ever do that again, I would just pay somebody to do it. It's just not something that I find appealing to do. And then plus, there was a lot that went into it as far as like getting the vendors to actually pay the money, to get the vendors to actually not complain about stuff, to get the vendors to know which spot, like all this stuff. I just don't want to deal with, to be completely honest. So, for this next meetup, it will not be a YouTube family reunion. It will not be that at all. It will not be named that. It won't be associated with the same people. It will, but it won't. So basically, this will be a shoot dang meetup. This will be something that will be based around shoot dang. As you guys can tell, I'm wearing the hoodie, not on purpose. I just wear it. It's the clothing line that the Crockers have, but it's also just a lifestyle. It's a way of life. And I think that's more of what I want this to be based around. I don't want this to be based around trying to make money, trying to, do stuff like that. I want this to be based around fun. Just doing whatever we want to do and hang out on a personal level and not a business level. Like I was saying earlier, the last few meetups felt like a mullet. So it was business in the front, and then you would go to the hotel after, it'd be party in the back. I want party in the back. I ain't trying to do the business side. I do business side every other day of the year with all this stuff, and that's just not something that I want to do as far as a meetup goes. It's just not my style. And I had an absolute blast. I mean, over the top blast the last meetup and the first one, but it was more so at the after party, if you want to call it that. More of at the hotel, eating out, stuff like that. I know that is not the same thing other people liked, but it's what I liked, and that's what I want this whole shoot dang meetup to be. I'm only calling it a shoot dang fest because I don't know what it'll be later on. But for the first one, I'm thinking just a hotel. Maybe not the same hotel. My awesome manager that worked there no longer works there, and so I don't know. I got to find a hotel that will allow what we did last time, just having fun, being loud. We jumped in pools. We did all sorts of stuff. It was a blast. We were on, I think, Cold Beer. No, it was Matt Payne's live chat. We were on Matt Payne's live chat, and something got brought up, a dare for me to jump in the pool with all my clothes on, everything like that. And I think it was like a super chat or something. So I said, hey, all right, let's do it. So I ended up jumping in the pool with all my clothes on. Matt Payne jumped in. He hit his head because it was so shallow. Colbeer jumps in. Gary from Simple Life jumps in. I mean, it was a blast. There was all these people outside filming. Just everyone laughing, having a good time. We got cleaned up and all that. And then we just had fun, like in the lobby and outside. There was another moment with Matt Payne that I think it was Colbeer Ranch. I think it was his live chat. This is like midnight, something like that, late. And Matt Payne was getting close to a milestone on his channel with subscribers. And it was getting so close that we all started chanting, come on, 10 more, 10 more. And then 5 more, 5 more. And then he hit it and everyone's like, yeah. It was just a lot of fun. And that's what I enjoyed way more than selling stuff, making it the business side of things, having vendors, all that. No, like at the hotel, it was a lot more based on face-to-face, getting personal with you guys, getting to know you guys literally on a personal level. And at the vendor side of it, it was kind of like that for some of the people that went only to that. We tried our best to talk to as many of y'all as we could, but we were there on a certain time limit, and that made it very, very difficult to do. And so it was also this time around where everyone made stuff. They were selling stuff, like Brazos Valley Soaps came and sold soaps. Colbeer Ranch had an entire merch freaking outlet there. Matt Payne was selling, I believe, shirts, and he sold shirts and posters of Shoot Dang TV. And our buddy Zach came out that was in all the Shoot Dang videos, and we were like signing them and doing stuff like that. That was fun. We sold Shoot Dang merch. That was awesome. Danielle was back there just slinging merch like crazy. My dad jumped in. I mean, it was a lot of stuff, and it was fun. Don't get me wrong. Man, that Jeep was destroyed. That hurt my heart. It was a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, but it was a lot of stress. And trying to keep up again with the giveaways and all the stuff. And then it was a lot. It was a lot that I don't have to deal with. And then, so the very first meetup, it started out like an idea popped in my head, and I was like, what if just go to lunch and some people will show up, whatever, probably not a lot, maybe like 5 people if anyone wants to come out, and then we'll go from there. Then I started thinking, well, I would like to buy the lunch for the people to say thank you. But then I was like, what if a lot of people show up with like their families and stuff, and it's like more than I can afford? And then I was like, what if we just pick a restaurant and it's super busy, we don't have room, like all that type of stuff. So then it was like, well, what if do it at a park? And then it became like, all right, what about a venue? Like it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, to where I never expected it to be the way it was. Like originally, I truly thought we would be doing a meetup for like 5 people, and then it ended up being like 500. It was pretty wild. And so I don't know, it was fun, but it was stressful. So this next one, it's not set in stone, but this is why I'm discussing it with you guys right now. Is I'm thinking in the Tulsa area, not Pryor, in Tulsa. That way it's close to an airport. We do it at a hotel that can accommodate everybody. We'll make sure it's close to food, maybe even get food catered in or something. But I don't want to do it where you charge money for anything. Nothing. I don't want nothing from it, as far as that goes. But if a channel wants to come out, because that was a huge thing of the last few, was a bunch of channels came out. If you want to come out as a channel and give away t-shirts or sell t-shirts, or maybe you make a product, or maybe like Brazos Valley Soaps, and sells soaps and stuff, I want you guys to be able to do that for free. I want you guys to be able to promote yourself for free. I'm lucky enough that as far as YouTube goes, it cost me money, don't get me wrong. I had to buy equipment and building supplies and all that, but to put a video online for you guys to watch, it's free. So I want to keep that and make it to where if you're a viewer or another YouTube channel, you can come out for free. And I want you to be able to promote yourself if you're a channel. And I don't want you guys to feel weird about it and think, like at the last one, it was basically, if you didn't pay money, you're not allowed to give away stuff. You're not allowed to sell stuff. It became a big thing, and I just didn't like that at all. That's one of the regrets I had. After that was, I didn't want it to be more about that. I want it to be easy going. I want it to be free for everyone. I want it to be a place that people can come out and enjoy themselves, and there's not stress with it. Again, with this one, I won't be charging any fees for anything. If you want to bring stuff, you can. Now, if you want to set up like a bigger thing, something like Brazos Valley Soaps or something like that, I will have to make sure wherever we do this, at whatever hotel, that there's room for that. And then I'll have to figure out how much room. And if you want to set up a bigger booth table, I'll have to try to figure out that. I won't charge you anything, but I'll have to figure out all the details for that. But again, I'm thinking if it's at the hotel, then there will be drinking. At the last one, some people didn't like that. Some people were very turned off by that. But in the end, that's their own fault. If you want to drink and you're an adult, I'm not going to stop you. If you want to have a good time and do whatever as an adult, I'm not going to stop anybody from doing that. So I want you guys to feel free to know up front that this is going to be more of, I'm trying to turn here, but I can't tell. I think these people are not going. I don't know. Use your blinkers, people. I want you guys to know that if you're an adult, you can make your own decisions. It'll be at a hotel. It'll be a place for us to just get along, have fun. And if you want to drink, you can. I'm going to drink. I'm an adult. And I'm not going to tell someone else they can't drink. I absolutely had a blast last time when everyone was drinking, kind of let loose. And there was people there that didn't drink that had an absolute blast. Just to make it clear to you guys, I didn't start drinking until I was 36. So I literally didn't start drinking until I was an adult, and I made that adult decision to do so. And so, hey, drink responsibly. And you'll be at a hotel. You don't have to drive. You don't have to go anywhere. So that's why I'm okay with it. And plus, it breaks down those barriers when people are nervous, and you just get a drink in you, and it helps calm those nerves. Now, I'm not promoting drinking at all, but I want you guys to feel open about it and be okay with it if you want to. Now, don't bring drugs. Don't do nothing like that. I am 100% drug free. Don't be doing anything like that. But I want this to be more of a get-together party, something like that, more than business. I want this to be just fun. And so I'm going to start looking in the Tulsa area. And the reason I'm picking Tulsa is it's easy for me and Danielle to set all this up. We live, well, I don't live there, but she lives in the Tulsa area, and I'm there a lot. So it's easier for me to go to the different hotels, check it out, see what it is. I know people were saying that maybe we should do it in Texas like that. I would love to do it in Texas, but I would have to rely on someone else to set it up. So for now, I'm thinking Tulsa area, a hotel, make it easy, try to find good rates for you guys, a nice, safe hotel for everyone, something that most people can afford. Clearly not everyone will be able to afford it, unfortunately. But then I would like to do something, because at the last 2 meetups, I paid for hotel rooms for people to be there with everybody, and they backed out. That was kind of a real bummer. That kind of stung a little bit, especially because who it was. But I want this to be something that y'all can have fun. So I will probably get a hotel or 2 rooms to do a giveaway for someone that can't afford it, because I already paid for them for the last 2 years, or the last 2 times, and they weren't used anyway. So I want to keep that going. Plus, the giveaways, I'm going to pay out of my own pocket. I did that for the first meetup, and clearly I couldn't do anything over the top crazy, but we had cool stuff. Like we had, TVs, camera gear, vlogging equipment, gift cards, stuff like that, and I thought that was super cool. And then the second time around, we had money from the vendors, which really in the end wasn't a ton of money, so it really wasn't worth the hassle. But we did have people donate, and that's what paid for it. It became kind of a stressful thing, stuff like that. So this year, whenever I do it, I'll just pay for it myself. That's my way of giving back to you guys. Clearly, I make money off of YouTube. I'm here at the post office, by the way, to pick up some stuff. So I make money off YouTube because of you. So I want to be able to give back some of that to you guys and do that. And then if anyone wants to donate, they can. But for the majority of it, I'm doing it out of my own pocket, because literally I would not be able to do what I do without you guys. So and plus it just keeps it drama-free, stress-free, all that stuff. Don't have to worry about any other stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to put this out there for you guys, and I want you guys to let me know. I did something on Facebook, the Crocker Family Group. I put a poll, but comment down below and let me know what part of the year you guys can do this. Will it be more of the beginning of the year, the middle of the year, the end of the year? Let me know what you guys, sorry guys, burping. Let me know what you guys, can do, and when you'd be more available. That way I can plan around that and let the hotel know, figure all that stuff out. And then as far as vendors, if anyone, like no real vendors, but people like Brazos Valley Soaps that might need to make soaps, or you guys as YouTube channels that might need to make some shirts and stuff, it'll give you enough time to do that, save the money, get them made, stuff like that, if you want to give them away or sell them or whatever. This is just the beginning stages of it, but I will say there will not be true vendors. There will not be true business side of it. It will be strictly hanging out to get to know you guys on a personal level, and not dealing with any stress, no drama, no nothing. It's literally hanging out, having fun. And if you are an adult, feel free to know that this will be a place that we do drink some alcohol, we do eat, we do just have fun, we do what adults do, and the majority of people that follow this are adults. Now, if you have kids, feel free to bring them out as well. There were a bunch of kids at the, not a bunch, but there was a good handful of kids at the last meetup that went to the hotel after and did the after party and all that, and everybody was super respectful. I mean, super respectful. I didn't see one thing that happened at the hotel that I'm like, man, that probably shouldn't have happened. Everybody was insanely respectful to everybody. Everyone had fun. Some people that maybe couldn't afford drinks, other people bought them drinks. Some people that maybe couldn't afford food, people bought food. There was people bringing in just little stuff here and there. So I want you to know that if you don't have a lot of funds, still come out. Still come hang out. I'm going to talk to the hotel and try to make it to where even if you don't have a hotel room, you still can come and hang out. That's what we did last time at the last hotel. Clearly, I had to hook up with a manager there, but I want it to be, even if you can't afford to stay the night or get a hotel and, you know, afford to eat and drink and all that, I want to be able to accommodate to you guys somehow. That's why I want to do a couple of rooms as giveaways. I want to try myself to be able to cater some type of food there. Maybe not a huge meal, but snacks, drinks, stuff like that for you guys. I want this to be for anybody and everybody. And I encourage people that if you are nervous about it or nervous about starting a channel, come out, experience it. You're going to figure out that this YouTube community can be amazing. There are some negatives to it, but for the most part, that come to these meetups, they're the best people in the world. I have made friends with them. I've made family with them. And it is something that I want to pass on to you guys that have never been and that have wanted to come. I want you guys to experience this. So I'm going to run into the post office. Please comment down below what you think, your concerns, your thoughts, what we can add to it, anything like that. And then what time of the year that we should do this. And I should have said this before, it'll be a Friday and Saturday, then everybody kind of leaves Sunday type of thing. So comment down below, let us know, and we'll start planning this, get it going. Shoot dang fest. It's in the works.